Kentucky community is mourning the loss of a teenager. 15-year-old Joseph Seagraves died over the weekend in an accident.
Seagraves was on the East Jessamine High School football team, and WKYT's Phil Pendleton spoke to his coach about the tremendous loss.
East Jessamine High School starts their football season this Friday night. One player won't be suiting up, 15-year-old Joseph Seagraves, who passed away last weekend.
Just a great kid all around, just a very likable young man, type of kid you want on your team.
Carter County emergency officials say that a 15-year-old died in a fall last weekend. It's the second time in 2 seasons the program has dealt with the death of a student.
Just a resilient group.
Coach Mike Boland says the student's death brings with it a lot of questions.
From the why did this happen to us to just pure sadness to thinking about what could you have done, even though this was just, something that we had no control over.
Coach Boland says Joseph Seagraves had an unbelievable work ethic.
He didn't get to play maybe as much as some of the other kids, but he came to practice with a great attitude every day, lined up and did what he was supposed to do.
He says Joseph has played football since Little League and has been around the program and its players for many years.
I think you have to reflect on faith, and if there's any one time that you need faith, it's now. You just got to reassure everybody that God's got a bigger plan and that brighter days are ahead.
A loss that will become a motivating factor to win on the field this coming season. In Jessamine County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
And as of right now, funeral arrangements for Joseph Seagraves are still pending.